Hi people, Smoothie here. Hope you're doing well today. I'm just kind of here today. Getting a couple things prepped, but I'm pretty ready. I have my game open, and you know everything else. But just want to say hello, everybody. I'm here with my water, and I had my breakfast, which was spinach and eggs, which I've been making a habit of recently, and I really like it. Recently, as in the past 2 days, but you know. I don't know, I like it. But hi. Okay. Let's see here. Good. I remember laughing immediately when I saw you pop in with that message, Zeno. I'm just doing stuff, I look over and see that. That's great. Thank you. I mean, please ignore it. Yeah, don't... Just ignore it. That's what I meant to say. I like literally wheezed. But it was good stuff. But yeah. Again, I hope everyone's doing good and you're doing good, Zeno. It's nice seeing you. Thanks for the lurk around or hang around, whatever you decide to do today. But yeah. I just wanted to sort of start off with my regular disclaimer, being the fact that this is a compilation of cutscenes from the game, so it's going to be sort of like cutting the fat from all the regular gameplay of the game, which is quite good, I would say, but there's mainly a compilation of stories from the point of view from someone who's already done all this and is leaving it spoiler-free for new people. So pretty much this is just me going through things by myself and having it mainly just be me or a few selected people I already have for things. So yeah, just want to get out of the way that it's mostly just going to be a solo experience and me sitting in a room. I mean, I'm already doing that, but in game. Same difference. But yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. I just want to get that disclaimer. It's just us watching cutscenes, not really playing with people in Echoed Cinema. Echoed Cinema is a very special project and something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so yeah, very excited with that. Just that out of the way, it's not going to be like, oh, what server are you playing on? Where are you? While I do find those actually very interesting, and I find it really cool when people do that. I don't know. I wanted to do something a little different that I haven't seen. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this with a Realm Reborn, and today, you know, yesterday we were having Alpha Node being like, hey, we need to get an airship so we could see Garuda, and we're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. After everyone, you know, something not so important happened. No, yeah, nothing important happened after Titan. I'll just let you know that now. Nothing happened. But you know, we just quote unquote happened to be visiting a cemetery, met a man called Marcus who turned out to be Sid, and because Alpha now called him out and was like, yo, get your tools ready. And then we found a ship in the stone visual, and then yeah. That's pretty much the review for everything. Nothing happened between there. Definitely not. Yeah. Doing fine for the moment. That's valid. Enjoy the farming. Enjoy getting your vegetables. I know it's a different type of farming, but enjoy sharing and taking care of the animals and the vegetables. You may argue it's a different type of farming, but you would be wrong. no, but yeah, good luck with farming in your game. Maybe in the game with a G. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's most of the disclaimers out of the way. Yeah, I was just going to get things up in a little bit. I'm just trying to think. You know, feel like I've kind of, you know, kind of danced around parts of the cutscene. I really want to show it, but I want to wait because this is like one of the cutscenes that I feel like tells more stuff, technically speaking. But it is the opening cutscene for the game, so like one could argue that they meant to hint towards things, but yeah. Either way, I guess I will show maybe more of it tonight or next while. Not tonight, but near end of stream. I don't know though. No promises, but I know at some point there's one promise I can make. We will watch the cutscene at some point. We will actually watch the cutscene in its full entirety, but yeah. But yeah, love it. Okay. Let me just get past this though and turn off the beautiful Rosalinda music. I really do like it. This is a jazz arrangement made by someone called Scruffy on YouTube. I like the way he does music stuff and music theory. I'm not too well versed in it, but from what I've been around, he seems to know music theory and game music theory really well. So yeah. But he also makes really good music like this. I really like this arrangement. Okie dokie. And now we're switching over to our video game. So yeah, I kind of reviewed everything, so we're really just ready now, I would say. But yeah, we'll have this today, and then next, well, we'll see what next one is. I like trying to reveal dates, but I feel like at the same time, there's sort of a mystery too in case something happens. But I want to say next Friday will be Echo Thadier. Tomorrow might be a tiny bit special, so if I do a stream tomorrow. But if I do one, it will be special. Because, you know, it's spooky weekend. You know, there's something to be expected there, I would say. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's log in. By log in, I mean no peeping. You guys have your eyes closed, right? Yeah, you guys can't see anything on the screen. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. All of you can't see anything. Nice. This works perfectly. Not yet. Don't open your eyes yet. We're still logging in. World's just currently a tiny bit full. I'm surprised it's only 12 this morning. For people who don't know, when you log in, there's a queue of people because so many people play this game now. Yeah. But yeah, here we are with DM. You know, DM. And yeah. No. But yeah, you know, we covered everything. It was okay. Yeah, that was the thing I was going to talk about. I feel like it's really interesting, my position in this game. Gosh damn it, friend! How could you? I have a friend playing through the game right now, and he just messaged me. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no. The weird thing that I feel like I experienced with this game is that, you know, I'd say this game would be semi-popular in 2020. Not to the extent that happened in mid 2021. But I found it very interesting because I think I got to see both sides for a while when I started in March, I want to say. So I had a while where I would just immediately get into a server most of the time. Like if there's a waiting queue, there might have been like 5 people. That was like if it was really busy. But yeah, it's really interesting seeing the contrast now, because it was like, oh, 5's a really busy day, and now it's like, oh my gosh, it's an extremely busy day. Okay, you know what? Fucking hell. I didn't read my DMs. Okay. I didn't expect him to invite me. So fuck it, you know what? Let's get in now. Since he's so on the ball to getting on right now. Fuck it, you invited me to a party. Come on. I wasn't expecting him to do that right now, because I didn't even say we were ready yet. This is the tired corn, I know. He's in the wrong one. How could he? How could he? I was saying that. Hi. I was just saying to Corn, I was like, I might be doing something today, and then I just immediately gets on. And he's like, I fucking see you. Come into my party. Hi, Corn. How are you doing today?
I'm doing, I mean, pretty good.
Oh.
I do indeed have a bit of a cold, so my voice is slightly more deeper today.
Oh, okay. If you do need to rest, you don't need to talk or be in call, but if you feel like it, you can.
No, it's all good.
Okay, I hope you get better.
Because it's I'm guessing most of the time there will be cutscenes anyway.
Yeah, so, there's
so
only.
I'll just be quiet. So I'll just be quiet during those times anyway.
Okay.
So it's fine.
You could also do the thing where you just kind of listen by and sort of, if you say something in chat, I could say something, you know, or like in party chat or in Twitch chat, doesn't matter either way. But hi, yeah. He's here. It's actually really perfect because we were actually about to do stuff with Garuda starting off.
Yo,
so just kind
of a fucking bird.
Exactly. I don't like my stream title, but I did it.
I am now looking up what this title is.
Yeah, don't worry. Just look in the Discord. It works. It has the same thing, all in caps.
You're right. You did send a message earlier. Let me see this announcement.
Okay. I do hope you get better. Again, if you feel too sick too, you know, just know your limitations.
Nah, it's all good.
Cord's like, I'm gonna fucking do this.
I'm here, whether you like it or not. You're stuck with me.
You know what? You make a good point. But yeah, it's nice. Yes. Yeah, I again hope you get better, and I think we're gonna have like maybe one thing I want to say. but we'll see. I think it's only one thing. But yeah. Anyways, hi. This is Tired Corn. You know, this the regular thing. You know, the regular thing. I don't know what that means, but you know, here we are.
The regular show. That's the show that's regular.
No, there's no Mordecai here or Rigby. No, none of that.
Making a steak, cooking it regular instead of medium well.
Sure. You're on the ball today. You made me sick, but you make up in like in raw energy apparently.
my sick brain that's like half conscious from trying to wake up from NyQuil is hopefully
God.
be able to make you laugh.
That feeling. Okay.
Yes.
But don't put yourself too much for the sake of content.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay, good. I also gotta say, I hope another thing I said to people earlier, I also hope you have a very good spooky weekend. Or will.
Yes.
Yeah.
For anybody out there, make sure you watch some horror movies, and hey, maybe
horror aesthetic.
Horror aesthetic, and hey, if a ghost comes around and tries to haunt you, just
throw some salt on it.
Yeah, Sir Dominant, throw some salt on it, get like an iron crowbar, and beat the shit out of it. You know?
Right. Yeah, regular things.
Now, if the ghost is a real person or not, that's not for me to comment, but that's besides the point.
Corn, that sounds like a crime.
It's not a crime if they don't find the body.
You're right. Oh my gosh. You know, you're kind of right. But anyways, you know, whether you take the Half-Life or the Reagan from Mob Psycho approach, either's fine. But yeah, let's get into this.
If you don't do funny photoshopping of a ghost incredibly fast as an ability, then what's the fucking point?
Incredibly. Oh yeah, that is one of his powers.
I remember that specifically as one of his abilities. It's like that and like doing a funky dance and like throwing salt in people's eyes.
Yeah. You know, very interesting abilities. There we go.
Yes, the trifecta of a ghost hunter.
It's true. So I guess just for a review for you, we got to the point where we met Marquez. You know, you remember that moment, right? What happened before we met Marquez? Like the thing that was not important and definitely didn't make you cry, right?
Which time?
You know, that's an appropriate question. You know, after Titan, where you just come back home, was like, oh, it's all nice, and then you see the girl in the white armor.
Nani?
Yeah, and she was in the quicksand slash. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the?
I'm talking about that one lady who has like the gun wrists, and she beat the shit out of a sylph, and you had to carry your friends' bodies out to a graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one where it's like, ha ha ha. I guess violence is the answer.
Yeah, like I literally like was recounting my memories from that point, and I was like, she's such a wretched wench. She cannot stand here anymore. She cannot be here. She needs to leave.
As one incredibly ominous and spooky character, this will not fucking stand.
It's true. You're not wrong. So we were just out of the point where it's like, oh yeah, Marcus is Sid, and then Sid gets the airship, and then yeah, we're seeing this cutscene now. So yeah, I guess that's what I was just generally reviewing. Is there anything else you want to say before we get into cutscene?
I hope everybody's drinking water today.
I am right now.
Fucking better. If not, I will ship you a singular bottle of water in in through FedEx.
If it's
Not-
Dasani, you will die.
Here's the thing. It might be. I'm rolling the dice. I'm just buying a bottle of water from a random convenience store.
Well,
I'm not even looking at.
I guess it's just Russian roulette now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just ripping off like the outer name of it. It's just a plain water bottle with some glue on it now. Here
No,
you go.
you're that
Good
person
luck.
who rips off the labels? How could
Usually
you?
no, but in this situation, I must.
You know what? To preserve the secret, you know what? Actually, that's a pretty valid cause. I'm not gonna lie.
You will have water. If it's good or not, or kill you, that's not for me to decide.
It's true. Okay, let's get into this
Anyway,
cutscene. You're
Yes.
great, Corin, as per usual.
Thank you. Good.
Oh gosh, this one's at nighttime. Last time was in morning time. Oh yeah, spoiler for people. Yesterday we actually watched this cutscene. So I just decided to show it to the people there early because I wanted to be there for a tiny bit longer, so. We're just redoing this again because I'm like, huh, this would be a good place to start. I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think I remember Marcus's voice. What if we just called him Marcus? Every incarnation of Sid is just called Marcus. By the way, for people who don't know, who haven't played a Final Fantasy game, Sid's a pretty, like, central character most of the time.
Yeah, but
He's pretty important.
Sid as a characters named Sid in a Final Fantasy game they are paramount to having some kind of importance in the story.
Yeah, there's some really important, smart engineer who's just there to help the good people, and is never bad. Definitely.
They are Gigabrain.
Yeah.
Literally, MacGyver would be like, "Oh yes, you want a spaceship? All right, give me like 2 cans of like empty Bush's baked beans and like a flashlight, and I'll fucking get you to the moon."
Yeah, that probably sounds about right.
Yes.
It's good. You know, that's a pretty apt description, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. It calms me to look at her. Oh, no, I don't remember Sid's voice. We're just gonna be going. We're just gonna be going with whatever. I don't remember yesterday. It's a blur.
Do you want me to be Sid?
Oh, no, it's good. It's all good.
Okay.
It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew I was missing. Surprisingly hard, you did design and build her. One I can never forget is Alphino, though. How could I forget this boy? This boy with feminine aspects. I bear good news. The Seedseers have granted our request to the House of the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would only rank folly to take 1 moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this blighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert in the workings of an airship, it seems to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are, frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Hollowing Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into mockwood. Wow. I forgot they had that, like, that leaf rustling sound. That sounds really cool. That was cool. As you know, the Hollowing... Yep. Okay. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Whoever made these ambient sounds needs a raise. Why do I like this stuff? Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. Me too. I don't know if that picked up on stream, but I hope it did. But if the tempest is as fearsome as you say, Even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements. But of course that's it. We work upon the element itself, using the power of the corrupted crystal. We could clear a path through the storm, and spare the Enterprise a battering. Gosh, I just realized we're 30 minutes in and we're on our first cutscene. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the element aspect of the barrier. Seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Oh, mayhap not you, DM. Yeah, she wouldn't know. She's not a technician. She's a botanist. She does like reading, though. We speak of the manifestations over aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspected aether, compromising Garuda's barrier, into aether of another aspected, one that she cannot control. Gosh damn it, Corn, you're right. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the hollowing eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure the crystals with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might, a scholar named Lambert who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time in the church. Well, Mark has met him, I suppose, whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener. He would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquez was observed to possess an uncommon knack for etherical science. Theoretical, but it is about aether. DM, I need you to return to Thanland and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. So that's the point. It was just like, yeah, repair. So you just go talk to a man in Camp Drybone and sort of get what you need, essentially, from what I remember. But yeah. But yeah. The next one is just sort of after everything. So it's when everything's all repaired, you get the etheric stuff, it's like, yay, it works! Hooray! Cutscene number 1. Or it's going to explain in this cutscene, because, oh no! What? What a spoiler.
There. She's ready.
Oh gosh, there's Sid's voice. You know, I'm going to say this now, since we're getting close to the end of A Realm Reborn. I don't hate the voices here, but it's jarring every time I listen to it because, specifically for English, this doesn't happen for Japanese dub. I don't know about the others. But for English specifically, I know it changes between one of the patches. You'll know when it happens. But, you know, that's why it's been kind of weird for me to adjust to their voices, because they sound different later on. So that's just sort of a thing more than anything to explain where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I'm in another realm, a Realm Reborn. But yeah, no, I just want to put it as a disclaimer because it might just be like, why smoothing? But yeah, that's why. But don't worry too much about it. I got warned about it too. So I think that's not too much of a spoiler. It's just voice actors at the end of the day. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, people move on and do other things, or their roles get reprised, and, you know, some people fit other things and have other schedules, blah, 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 blah. Let's listen to this.
Ah, she stirs.
They're holding hands.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it! I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
But then I took an arrow. Okay, that's a shitty joke. Let's watch the rest of this. Why did I do that? I'm like, I'm never going to interrupt them. Makes a stupid joke. Okay, let's keep going. It's still fine. I just find it funny.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
Okay, that flashback's done. That flashback is like one of my like favorite Realm Reborn cutscenes. It was so good. Like, you get this information, start being like, oh my gosh, Sid was just like this inspiring kid who wanted to use his engineering to help people around the world, but then him and his father eventually split because his father became more, you know, more and more obsessed with Bahamut and the meteor and everything. And then Gaius watched over him for a little bit and was like another dad to him, but then he decided to be a really bad person. And yeah. Also, one of the most interesting things that I questioned till this day until I was watching that cutscene with you all, was the fact that it has that weird part, and I'm not sure if you remember this, Corn, where it's just sort of like Sid's on the airship and then some white veiled figure that is 100% your character gives him the goggles, and you're like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Like,
maybe we'll do some
I still
time
think about it.
things.
That's
Maybe we'll do some time things later on.
I'm 100% thinking, with the way that they were alluding to it and pointing it up to the moon, that, like, as of today, I feel like that's going to have something to do with Endwalker. This is why these beginning cutscenes in A Realm Reborn is so important and people don't realize it. Like, some people are just like, oh yeah, Realm Reborn, it's not that great, but you can get through the Heaven's Word. Like, it's not the best, but I don't think it's a terrible story. It's not as good as the other ones, but it doesn't make it bad, you know?
Realm Reborn is very much the definition of this is a strong base to build from.
Yeah, like they didn't have a lot to work from, but they basically they put in a lot of stuff for later things. Like, as you people have already seen, they've already alluded to, like, they've set up Alamigo. They've set up people from Doma. They've set up people from Ishgard. We've seen Ishgard. It's been alluded to. And there's been people talking about it. And then we have the moon, which is 100% involved in Endwalker. So, like, you know...
It is very much there to, again, to build off of.
Yes.
Because it's also the situation of this. That's kind of hard to do, especially when you remember that this is Final Fantasy 14 to Electric Boogaloo because they had to nuke the world.
Yeah, which is, you know, the entire plot of the Meteor thing, because
Yeah.
the first 1.0 got completely destroyed because people didn't like it. So they got a new head director and people to work on the game, to work from the base that they had and the world that they had. So
Yes.
that's
Funny enough, it was a short clip that I saw from Yoshi P, the main director dude, who just absolute black mage, mad lad.
yeah, the guy who worked on the Dragon Quest series.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Quest. Yeah, it's called Dragon Quest. Yeah.
He also worked on other things in Final Fantasy as well, but I think this is he's mainly known, I believe, for 14. But
Yeah,
in any case,
makes sense.
people asked about like the early, like it was like some offhanded joke, and you're like, it was something along the lines of like it was like a joke about like the early beginnings of like remaking the world, and like Yoshi P just gave a big fucking sigh, and he's like, I don't want to be reminded of the early days of trying to salvage this. Please.
Yeah, because they just kind of had to work with what they had there, and then they got to do more of their own stuff later on. So
Yes.
they just kept getting more and more freedom the more they got away from things. Like, like you can 100% tell, like, A Realm Reborn has its troubles, but I find it impressive that they took the plot for this, because 1.0, its big problems wasn't exactly its story or its cutscenes. In fact, its cutscenes were amazing. But it just had a lot of gameplay troubles and a lot of, like, things that made it difficult to play or a little strange.
Yeah.
That just added up to a lot of things, it seems.
There was a lot of mechanic-wise. It was just kind of, you
being
do better
able
than this, right?
being able only to do a couple of physical attacks a day or spells a day, and then having it recharge threw off some people back then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
And funny enough, I think it was a situation of this like nowadays there's been a big exodus of people who played WoW to playing 14.
Yeah.
As far as I know, funny enough, with 1.0, before the big explosion happened, there was people who are like, I don't like this MMO, and there was a semi-exodus to WoW.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, which is weird to think about, because 14, when it was remade, has been so good that literally
The
it just came
inverse.
around and just stole a good chunk of like WoW players because of how good a lot of things is in difference.
Like they definitely do a lot of things different, and I'm not going to go and I'm not personally going to go into the, you know, the things of like, oh yeah, like there's all these things from WoW, because I'm not here to talk about it. I'm not a WoW expert.
No.
But that's still okay for you to talk about. That's all. I'm just saying that I might not go into too much detail because I have a past with it, but this fits more of my bill for story things. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. WoW is a fun game. It's just the idea of it's 14, as far as I know, it's just a lot more player friendly in a lot of aspects, and just a lot more of the it's a lot more along the lines of it's 14, at least for a while now, as far as I know, has been steered a lot more towards the player's going to enjoy this, instead of building things in WoW. That's certain things that's the company is going to enjoy this than the player, kind of thing.
Yeah, like I was going to say, the thing is individual versus group. WoW is group, which is most MMOs, and then 14 and a couple of other ones are single player focused with a multiplayer, with a multiplayer site thing that can be used throughout the entire game if you want to, but you can also just do all single player. So, yeah. Or well, all single player up to, I forget what point that, wait, I can look at it right here. Up till level 20. So you have to do 3 or 4 dungeons by yourself, or with other people, before you can do everything else by yourself, so. Yeah.
Completely unsynced, just doing a
No.
final boss.
No, it's the thing with, where you get to train your own soldiers. I haven't really used too much of it myself, but you can use that to just raise them up and then play with them throughout the rest of a Realm Reborn, and I think maybe Heaven's Word. But yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I have them like in the little like clubhouse thing, and I was like, and I once in a while I just pop in, like I just came back from the store with milk, and I'm like, oh hey guys, go on this mission, bye. But I just don't see them again for like 2 months.
Yeah, there's like either missions you can send them on, things to gather, or running dungeons with them. I wish I used that when I started, but I don't know how much work they were. I knew a friend of ours did use them, so yeah.
Honestly, it may be a good idea at some point just for me to go and train them.
Same.
I just haven't really cared enough to do it yet.
Yeah, I want to do it at some point to see what it's like for a new player to do that, but yeah.
It's probably a situation of, like, it's probably the best way to describe it. It's trust before trust.
Yeah. That's something else I'll explain way later on, but yeah, trust before trust.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. But anyway, there's just a lot of cool things, and I think that cutscene was pretty neat, and it's very interesting seeing the difference here. I'm not away. Don't you dare say that. Okay. let's watch the next one. There's a lot of interesting things to talk about when it comes to this game and its history and its palette basis on, Final Fantasy. But yeah. Especially with the prior experience if you played MMORPGs, because I stopped playing them for a while before 14, but I want to say I played like at least 3, including WoW. So I had a couple enough to know context of, wow, this is really different. This is not like, okay, go out and do all these things. This is like plot. Actually, kind of like in a way, like another game that I played early in beta when I was younger. There's this game called Blade and Soul that had a tiny bit of a plot, but was still more similar to WoW. But that was more of a single MMO experience now that I think about it. I don't entirely remember. It might just be hyphened memory. So
it's the Wuxia Weeb MMO. It's great. At least as far as I think, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it is.
No, it's the one with the foxes, and you get to have a bunch of. Well, I don't remember how many classes there are. I don't remember much. I just remember there being fox people, and I liked that back in the day.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Just Wuxia Weeb MMO. It is what I'm thinking of.
It uses that like weird ink fleck thing.
Yeah.
That they use sometimes. That I kind of like. I do like ink calligraphy. It looks nice. But yeah.
If you do, then I recommend the Wuxia genre. But anyway.
I will have to check that out. But yeah. Let's watch cutscene 3. I will keep Wuxio and probably ask you later, like, what the fuck did you say?
Yes.
As per usual. Okay. Thank you for that. Now back with Sid. With the record with the
I
most...
had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky.
It's true. I do want to say, as reference for people, for Realm Reborn, this is the most back-to-back cutscenes we've seen with voices. So, it's interesting. Were you about to say something?
Oh,
Pirate.
I thought you were just gonna. I thought you were trying to ask me something for a second because you cut out.
Oh no, I was just saying that that this is our most back-to-back voice cutscenes in A Realm Reborn. This is important to note. Yeah, okay, let's go. More
If
point.
they take note, do it.
It's true. There's a test. Okay, let's go.
That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinord, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary?
I'm glad I read that. I forgot I had auto on.
Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. I can't do Garuda's voice. Fine.
12's preserve. She's huge. That's a primal for you, buddy. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Malja and Kobold prisoners. Why would the Xali bring them here? She said better than I.
Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals?
Garuda, we are here to put an end to your reign of terror.
Hear you this blasphemy, my children. Landwalkers would bring me low.
You, who bound to crawl upon the earth, shall revere me,
For I am the wind.
Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle as you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon on canopy with your entails. This is way too graphic for me. Way too graphic. Okay, time to do one of my favorite voices.
Slay those feather ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda they will serve.
Leave the Ixali to us, DM. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, DM. Remember, you fight for the Scions. For Eorzea! Let's take a moment to listen to this. This is legitimately one of my favorite songs in the entire game. I don't know why I love Garuda's theme so much. It just starts off really calm and then has a hit. So yeah, okay. Let's read more of this though. This worm would die by my own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. So yeah, that is right before we get into battle, so why don't we do this? If you want to, you can make me leader, but either way. Do whatever you want to, tired corn. But yeah, this version of Garuda is very strange because, like, she looks kind of different from the other ones, but I don't know. There's something really interesting about her and how she's displayed compared to the other ones. Because the other ones, like, ooh, fire, serve the Amalja. And then Titan's just sort of like, you are strong enough to get here, but you will not pass, weakling. And this one's just like, just cutting and cunning. She's kind of like a witch. The way she screams and moves around reminds me of, like, kind of like a witch. I don't know why. She's like a winged witch. But yeah. You ready to get this bird bread, as they would call it?
If she's the wind, I'm gonna put her into a plastic bag and throw her into the river.
Being put into a plastic bag is not a good fate. I will confirm that. It's not good.
Doesn't really leave any room for survival now, does it?
It doesn't.
Especially
Okay.
especially if you put that plastic bag in another plastic bag.
You right. Okay.
It's so pretty.
You ready for this? You got your class?
Yes.
I also
I am.
yesterday, as I was doing Titan, I figured out a strategy we can employ this time that will be much better for showing off all the faces, because I was able to show off all of Titan's faces, which was nice.
Honestly, I completely forgot for a second that I need to be conscious not to go into, like, auto Slayer mode.
Don't worry, be passive, and then I'll make sure just to yell slay when it's your time, okay? If you feel like it.
Yes.
If you don't feel merciful, you know, it depends on your mood, right? Yeah.
I will hold back my bloodlust for now.
Yeah, until the end.
Yes.
Okay. So you're ready with your class, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Whoever guessed I'm being the funny class. It's not Blue Mage. It's the other one. Okay.
White mage?
almost. So yeah, this is pretty much the same cutscene we saw, but I wanted to leave no room for error in case they just say no.
Yeah.
I do want to say, out of everything, just to give people context, it's really interesting how they, you know, rounded up the specific followers from Titan Ifrit, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, now let's get in here. Oh, you're your class. Okay, now hold your bloodlust. Or I have a plan. Actually, better plan. Okay, this is how we're going to do our fights. Sick 'em. Steady. I just have my summon do my work for me. There we go. So one of the main mechanics you're going to want to do during this one is that most of the time she'll be somewhere and you want to be behind a pillar while she's charging this move. And then she'll just try and slap you again.
Soon you will see the depths of your folly, mortals.
But yeah, you want to get behind pillars or else bad stuff will happen. You also want to defeat these plumes. So yeah, make sure you do that. It's not a good time, if otherwise. Just punching all the feathers.
I'm just reenacting that one scene from SpongeBob.
You're right.
I'm doing everything but acknowledging this bird's existence.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like her stuff. She's crazy.
The reckoning comes.
She talks a lot more. But yeah, this gets rid of the rocks. And I think this is the final phase for this version, if I remember correctly.
There's no escape, no hope, none.
Yeah, this is pretty much the normal one. And then she has this thing. Where she just does a big tornado. You don't want to be on the outside where the blue is. So yeah, good dance. Let me see. Okay, yeah, one more. And then she just sort of does this, or she does a big move. And that's it, slay. Good job, Monk Man.
I had returned to monkey.
No! No! Yes, return to monkey.
I really wish there was a banana food in this game.
You just haven't found it yet.
Right. They just haven't put it in.
Corn, blood for the blood. No bad corn. Thank you, Zeno. That's a good contribution. I like that.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
No. What? How the in the hells?
This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers?
Oh no, it's a gust of wind. What will I do?
My power's limitless, my children, legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith powers me. None save my children will escape from the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then I'll worship none but me, the one true God. Of course. Worship. As long as Exali keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them.
Wasn't that what you guys were supposed to be doing? I'm joking. Ugh! Yeah, Garuda's not taking that. She's like, no. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon, the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone shall not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice, for their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine! She's a little obsessive. You, Landwalker, you who dare to raise a hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. No! I claimed you! You should be mine! Sorry, Ifrit tried a trick on that. Sorry. Ifrit already tried that, woman. Too bad. So sad. At least I'm respectful enough to not do that. She's like, you won't defy me. And and then the crystal's like, yeah. No. No. I think you don't know what position you're in here. You need to be put into your place. And with that, we have the Lime Jolly Rancher, the best one. We have all of them now. We've now restored the packs. Now there's not only just red. Was it blue? I don't remember. I remember there's a shortage where they only had one color for a while, and now it's become like a common package that they do for fun. What are you? What have you done to me? You're a chicken now. He looks weak. No mortal should possess this power. This is impossible. Well, sucks to be you then, don't it? Yeah, there's one other thing I want to point out here. While this place is really nice, and you see this is like the Ixali's home, you don't really get to go here anywhere. This is one of the only places that's really remote, but I don't remember from what direction, but there's an area you come in from, and it's an instance, and I never know how to get back to it. But it's a fun little area. I remember specifically remembering it because I think this was one of my first times doing a primal by myself, because I was doing things, and I just remember that stuff being really atmospheric. And I talked to some people who were just chilling around, and we were just talking, and I was like, oh, I'm here for the first time, and they were like, oh, we're all here for the first time too, and we're all just sitting together hoping we get queued together. It was really sweet. So I remember this area very particularly for those like 4 people I hung out with and the really cool ninja. And I think it was a paladin. They're sweet. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see here. Lady of the Vortex. I think we saw 6, so I think we're on 7. Prove me right. Just do that funny scream. Yeah. Funny scream. There we go. Okay. Now we're on to 7. Also, I do want to say thank you again, Corn. Thank you for the help.
Why do you not
Oh yeah, no
my
problem.
might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
Also, here's her voice. I also don't quite understand. Oh, fuck. I was going to respond to stuff. My face is... Yeah. It really is. Especially for the people who are, like, very, like, just regular clothes or the shirtless, like, tanks. Those are funny. Yeah. Their face is their shield. It's really true. But yeah, okay. I just wanted to comment on that. Okay. Let's hear this since it's another voiced one.
We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Oh no, he's also level 80.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to...
Yeah, Garuda had a backup plan. She's really strong, but she had forethought. Yeah, that's all I'm going to comment on. Just very interesting. Did you want to get something in?
Oh no, I was just readjusting the mic for a second.
Oh, that's valid. Okay. Sure. Okay. Now back in.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
So yeah, for that cutscene, it's like not only is like, oh, Garuda's not going, and then you just suddenly do something like, oh yay. It was like, oh no, the man Gaius is here that has been an issue that we've known of, you know, not the character, but like us, we've known. and you know they've been spying on us. This man comes in and is like, I'm tired of watching and being told everything. I'm going in there myself. And then that happens, and then all the other two primals get summoned, and you're like, okay, this is serious stuff. They're summoning 3 primals because they hate this one man. And you, presumably. But yeah, let's see what happens afterwards. Because it's 3 primals. We could barely handle 1. I mean, theoretically, if we're talking about in the duties. Like, they describe it like it's a very hard feat or task. So, yeah. Very little chance of them being able to do anything against 3 primals.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
Unless, of course, you've been looking at the other cutscenes and have played another Final Fantasy game, you know?
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts. But that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments. But the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
So yeah, that's that cutscene just being like, well, we have to deal with Ultima now. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like, you know, the ultimate weapon that was introduced in a, you know, pretty much, I think, from 7 onwards? I might be wrong. But, yeah, you know, if you heard Chatter's the ultimate weapon, and you played Final Fantasy before, you're like, oh yeah, this thing is terrifying. It's stronger than a lot of primals. But I remember distinctly when I was first playing this, my first time before I played any Final Fantasy game or saw anything like this in any of the spin-offs, just the cinematography of him just coming in and destroying Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda in like very fell swoops, like in one strike, was just astonishing. And you're just like, oh. So yeah, those things that were going to be a threat to that man is now just in the power of this thing. You're like, well, okay. So yeah, it's just one of those little situations. It's not too bad. See, it's nothing compared to yesterday. It's fine. Man, there's nothing there's nothing more like scaring people than having actual story things that give you chills in the past 2 days. I thought that just turned out really well with my breaks. I'm like, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, he is from the Empire. It's true. The Empire is always scary. Does that mean I'm not going to beat them up? No, of course I am, but you know, it's a scary thing. But yeah, that was all the cutscenes for this. I would say that took about 45 minutes. Okay. Now, but you know what? One good thing is we have our collection of Jolly Ranchers. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I would say. But yeah, before we get into other stuff, let's watch this next cutscene, which happens right after. Because, you know, we have to deal with, there's a scary weapon. Yeah, exactly, Jolly Ranchers. The flavors we specifically had were, you know, blue raspberry, strawberry, lemon, lime. No, I'm trying to remember the other ones. No, what was the one I made up yesterday? It was so funny. Oh, then we got the light blue one, which is just an ice cube. So we have all the Jolly Ranchers and an honorary Jolly Rancher, which is just an ice cube. That's a little more blue than normal. Yeah, there we go. Funny joke from yesterday. Check that off the list. That's definitely on a list. Yeah, let's go from here after everything that happened, because, you know, you need to kind of debrief all that stuff, what happened, and talk to Alphanod. Because there's so many people here. Okay. Time to voice more cutscene. Wait. And one person's here. Who goes there? Now, Yida. Is that a way to greet a friend? Alphanor, Diem! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Yida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. This place has seen better days. You know, it wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew, it was when I came back and I saw Ida. The church had been taking care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola had been here to help me. Y'shtola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Uldad to meet with a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they've been taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity that grants the gifted to the primal's influence. However, through his Allegan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand. Now we must act. It is up to you to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. No pressure. Can I count on you, Yida? Oh, what? Oh, yes! Yes, of course! Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. They all sleepy. I don't know how Sid sleeps standing up. I don't know how people do that. I find that quite spectacular.
Hear, feel, think.
The sounds of war. Sure, right. It's the meteor shower again. Interesting, right?
Bringer of light. Bringer Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Heidelin, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola. DM, I see you and Alphanod are safe. And yet, and Sid. That we five should meet each other, thus defies the simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Soir guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now. Not that the need is so great. I know when Minfili and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordana, Castrum Sentry.
Yup. So that's our sort of key to be like, it's time. It is time to go to Mordana, pretty much. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So got that done. That was 17 minutes. Okay. There we go. But yeah, it's just sort of a lot of stuff is like, we need to get going. Let's get going. So trying to remember here. Yeah, okay. Let's you know, do the thing that we set out to do. There's a lot of cutscenes for 44 compared to beforehand. Other than 20. But yeah, it's just, let's go. Trying to remember who this one is. Actually, yeah, I think we can watch this now. If I'm correct. No, fuck it. Let's just watch this. I'm pretty sure this is right after. Who cares? Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the accumulation of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality.
At last, we can have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you may, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Routlin, you depart for Castrum Ordens at midnight. You will command the western front of Vildebrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if it be your will, I shall carry out the rest of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command to half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, pray fetch us. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed.
Yeah, he just says, you've earned nothing.
Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour.
Now, from this point, 'cause that was pretty short. I want to say it was about 5 minutes actually, or 8. I'm gonna put 8. Then I'm onto a new page. Yay. Okay. Let's see here. I just want to check something. If I can fit something in. I'm going to check the level for something. Because we're coming up on the end here. The end level for a Realm Reborn is actually level 50. So, yeah. I just want to check something. Because at some point, we're going to do a funny battle. But not yet. Okay. It's not till later. So let's do the thing that I had planned then. Which will be going to a place we'll be at for a little bit. And an Endwalker? Yeah, totally. Let me show you the place that we're going to. Just to give context for the area. We're going to Mordana. This is a pretty good place. And then we'll be viewing our next cutscenes. And actually, we'll show one other place after done with Mordana. There we are. We are now in this area. Don't worry, things load in kind of slow here. So, this is Mordana. This is a very populated place. You might come back here for crafting. You might come back here later on. There's just a lot of things to do here in Mordana. But this is just the main city. One thing I will quickly cover is the fact that this area, this place, specifically has a couple of side missions which I consider to be kind of important. you learn throughout things that over here that they are refugees from Orthard. So yeah, just know that they're helping build things. And also, here's a fun fact, because that's the reason I sort of brought this up a little bit, is the fact that when you used to play this game, I got told this information from a friend, but when you would go through here, they would mention like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, building stuff, right? When you first played through the game, while I think it was 2.2 was out, you would see the like city get built from the ground up to be what it is here. So when people first played the game, they got to see a city built before their eyes in like a few years or a couple months. And it would change like every kind of couple patches they do. But yeah, that is a very important thing that I thought I should get out of the way, because yeah, it makes such a bigger impact, because you're just like, oh yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. Let's go over here first, because, you know, yeah, we've got a little dragon tower over there. That's nice. We've got a crystal tower. That's pretty nice. And a lot of things, you know. And we've got a lot of like corrupted crystal, because this is where a lot of the war took place for you know, for the frickin' calamity. That's why there's so much crazy crystal here. Like, it's like a bunch of stained marble everywhere. It's crazy. And there's like stuff down here. You even go down here. Don't get zapped. Yeah, it's as you can tell, it's a lot. I wish you could go in there, but there's a thing there. But yeah, like, this is the bottom right side of Mordana, and it's pretty nice with the crystal tower. I'm not gonna talk much about the things around it, but it's pretty good. We even got a little camp out here. But yeah, here's a crystal tower. I'm sure people who've you know, I'm sure people know what that is reference to, so I'm just gonna sort of leave it at that. But yeah, this place is very pretty. And you know what? It's a reference to Disney. That's what it is. Because, you know, Square Enix and you know, the people own Mickey. They made a game together called Kingdom Hearts. So that's just a reference to the Disney Tower. Yeah, that's what it is. You people found it out. How did you know? It was just Kingdom Hearts all along. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry. It's a lie. It's not Kingdom Hearts. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But it's a reference to a Final Fantasy game. And then we got this area over here. There's a lot of like little ruins. Actually, I remember I just wanted to show some of like the ruined areas, because this city's like the one area people live in Mordana. The only place. Everything else is pretty ruined, and they have mean toads with them. These ones are very mean because they try and pull you into an AoE that they do. It's mean. But yeah. That's this here, and then over here is where we're going to be going in the story. We're going to be doing stuff around here. When we get into things, you know? Funny stuff. And, you know, a Garlean base. You know, nothing too crazy here. Just, you know, some enemies. Some people fighting enemies for quests. That sort of thing. Actually, a good amount of people there. imagine doing the story. But yeah, you know, this is a funny little base. We could just do something like, you know, do this if we wanted to. Just say no. No, thank you. And just sort of be on our way if we want to. But yeah. No, like, this is the main place and they have a lot of technology and stuff. And there's a swamp over here. And some, familiar faces. Hi. You look even more disgusting each and every iteration you have from Maliboro. You people are scary. But yeah. If we go over here, actually, because this is all of Mordana. But, yeah. Oh, I will hydrate first, though. Because we are seeing water. But if I may, you know, we have this area over here. I will let you know this person's very important. You can play triple triad with them. We're not doing that, though. I know, I'm controlling myself with, like, the freaking weird card game. The thing that I didn't do in the other ones. What the heck, Smoothie? I know. Wild. But yeah, that's Mordana. It's pretty compact when you look at it from above, but it's got a lot of things. Then this is North Thanalan. This is the place that I didn't show you people last time. So I just kind of wanted to show it around. Apparently tired Corden is in the background. Finding something. Yeah. Got some funny stuff here. This is Northern Thanalan. It's a big battlefield. Kind of crazy. But yeah, this is Northern Thanalan. When I discluded this area, I thought it would be much better to run through it after Mordana, so that's why I sort of discluded it, per se. Yeah. Just a bunch of stuff going on here. Just going to kind of fly around everything in Northern Thanalan. And then we're just going to go back to Ul'dah. Since I said I was going to do 2 in Ul'dah, I just started in there because I felt like it would be more of a solid thing from last time. You know? Fates here, some people who may or may not be having a fun time in a cult. That sort of thing. Yeah. We just kind of got this area. It's just very straightforward. Again, a bunch of forts. You know, like Quarthus. So yeah. They also have this here. I don't know why it's here. I've never gone down there. I was just curious. I don't fly around in Northern Thanalan too much since it's so separate from everything else. Unless I'm going to Mordana. Because sometimes I just don't want to pay the cost and I fly there. But yeah. Yeah, no. There's got a couple of people here who are of, you know, Ul'dah, the wolves, that sort of thing. Yeah. You know. This is sort of the area. Wait, I see your name. You're nearby. Wait, where are you? Oh, wait, is that you? It is. Okay. I was like, wait, that person doesn't have a name over them. I'm like, oh yeah. I was gonna do that as a differential thing. That works out. Yeah, this is going back to the other area. We're just central. Just vibing. You know, that's fair. That's valid. Yeah, we're just kind of back here, which is, you know, right next to Ul'dah. It's a very easy area to get to. Again, Northern Thanaline seemed weird when you didn't have the context of Mordana before. Or later. But yeah, we're just going to Ul'dah now. We're gonna get into more of the cutscene territory. But yeah, I just kind of want to show that off. So that's one of the things I want to give context to before we get into some of this. Although first, well, I did do that, and that took about 30 minutes for number 30. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna go back to the room. Then I'll look at stuff afterwards. Let's see here. How do I always forget it? It's Adventurers Guild. I'm smart. Oh, I'm smart. Don't worry about it. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. There we are. Oh, hi, Arklink. Nice to see you around. Hope you had a good, you're having a good day in the morning shift worked out. Nice to see you again today. I will hydrate more. But yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna look at something, and we're either doing this one cutscene or we're going to break. So I'm just gonna check. I mean, it's only one cutscene. What's the worst that could happen? Let's watch this one cutscene, and then we'll go on break. So this area is after you're trying to go around, you defeat some Garleans, and they have a Magitech suit because you want to get one of their Magitech suits to help you on the infiltration, because you know they have a lot of technology. You need something to counter that technology. So why not just steal it? So yeah, that's what you kind of do, is you adventure into Mordana, and yeah. This is why I kind of showed off the ruined area, because that's in the exact area right next to the big orange spiky one right outside of the main city. So yeah, one more time. Finally, we got our own Magitech suit. I was wishing, not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak. It does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what is your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course. But looking past that, I'd say she's structurally sound. I don't like the way the legs are buckled. I hate to say it, but these servo mechanisms may be damaged. Yeah? Why aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? Yeah, they are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part.
Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not 1 week of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Cart coat chocobo. I heard that! Hall's been set aside for use in the Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, DM. So yeah, you just repair one over there in Revenant's Toll. I forgot the name of it, so I'm glad that you said it. I see it so much. Also, this happens. That was a little cinematic. It was a little extra. You think you could have just lifted him up into it, but you know, that's fine. But yeah, now you got the armor and it actually functions, so they just need to like fix a part or something. Which is pretty lucky. But also it's I don't know. It's really interesting that we were able to grab and get that, you know? But yeah. I think I'm gonna go on a break now because that gives us the perfect thing right before the infiltration. That was like at best like 10 minutes, I want to say. So do that. But yeah, I've already explained that. Yep. Okay then. Then after this, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then after that, we're just gonna kind of get into things after Fool Me Twice. But let me get everything ready for break here. Y'all do whatever you need. I'm just gonna sit here, and then we're gonna be back soon. Okay, let's sort of change things over. And do that, and do that, and hopefully not that, and then that. There we are. Also, let me get this up, just in case. Okay, so stay or do whatever you want, people. And we'll be right back with things. And yeah, we're just gonna take a little break, and I don't know if we're going on super long like yesterday, but you know, we'll definitely be back afterwards. Okay, yeah. All right, see people back in a little bit, and see you later, Tired Corn. Get better.
Try.
Good. Trying is all you can do, and that's good. Okay. See y'all in a little bit. Also, if you feel like staying or going, do whatever you want, Tired Corn. Just, you know, do whatever you're comfortable with. But I'll be back. So yeah. I'll leave the music like this. Okay. See you all in a little bit. Do whatever you need.
Okay. Hey, people, I'm back now. Hope everyone's doing good. But yeah. I'm sort of back here. I have my water. And I was going to have a lunch after this, I feel. So, yeah. I'm just going to, you know, get ready for our next thing. But I hope everyone's doing good, and everyone who have sort of came in after the beginning is doing well as well. But yeah. Let me just take a sip of water and we'll get into things here. Yeah, in general, again, I hope everyone's doing fine. I hope you get better, Tired Corn.
I am in the process of doing that.
Good. Okay. Let's get it into things then. And then we might have 2 hours max to go, so yeah. Let's get into this. Let's just that music off. I like that dystopian music though, but let's change over to this. Like wham. There we are. Another screen. Okay. So for people who weren't here before, we just kind of went through, let me just go through this. We did Garuda. We beat Garuda, and then we saw a lot of things after Garuda, and that's basically what happened. You're caught up. A lot of things happened. Specifically with Garuda. You know. This thing. Doesn't quite look like this thing, but pretty much this thing, right? Yeah, pretty much. Almost eye for eye. Don't know what that means. Anyways. Let us watch a couple of cutscenes, maybe? I might be here. So, let's watch the cutscenes of everything she does is Magitech. If you couldn't tell by this point, some of the cutscenes, or not cutscenes, quest names that they have for things are literally just references to things that are puns. I think there was a couple in the beginning that we commented on, but yeah, they really like doing that. Honestly, I don't blame them. Let's get into this one. Daft as it fell, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyways? Bob us a courtesy. I've never heard that saying before, but I can understand what that means. Don't hurt that thing, it'll hit back. No doubt you've wondered why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at best times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seems a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways that we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at a wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps cheer heads off.
Imperials! They come for the armor! It's time to fight them again. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer? Bullocks. Call for reinforcements. To hell's with you will. Since this disrupts etheric stuff, pretty convenient. We've located the Stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. DM, protect the armor at all costs. And who would have thought we killed drill hands? Who would have thunk? Yeah, we're clapping. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a great while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Then we gave it a little paint job. There, the finishing touch. It's the Garland Ironworks thing. It's so cute. That's sort of our touch on it. And now you get that really cool armor from Final Fantasy VI. So yeah, after this point, you actually get this thing as a mount. It's a pretty cool reward, honestly. But yeah, it's like an interesting little touch. Just sort of be like, oh wow, I can get a weird mount from this. That's fun. Now. Yeah, okay. All right. Now we're going to be, going through all the motions and stuff. So let's get to it. Cutscene 1 of Escape from the Castrum Sentry. Also forgot to write something down. That actually did take about 15 minutes. I don't know how I got that one perfect compared to all my other ones, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, then. Let's go with this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. Well, there's a great thing that we have called the event text. Also, I will have to give you all a little context. So we're trying to infiltrate the thing by dressing up and looking like an Imperial. So usually you can't see your face right now, but however, I'm just going normal clothes
just so DM's more recognizable, because I didn't make an outfit for it. I don't have enough clan plates. So, yeah, that's what happened. Let's read what Sid said before, though. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jests. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum's sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. And they're even in the close too. So that's what the close usually looks like. For context. Glad they happen to be there for that. Alpha and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphanon and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via link pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Thrown every time. Wedge, I will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this. Don't do anything suspicious. Like wear clothes that's not, you know, the Garlean clothes ruining the immersion. That would be wild. Oh, unless you wonder, Yida and Yashola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover a retreat in the event that Alphanon and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of the Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, DM. May the 12s keep you.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridiana.
Yes, milady.
do you people understand how like boiling my blood gets when I see this character with all the things that she's done on screen? She was chemically engineered to be hateable. Literally. It's insane. Okay, next cutscene. No! Minfilia. And the rest. God, thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer for your mistress. Tataru! We must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. There's this third squadron. What is it? A Reaper. Seized. When? This came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need to scour the area. I want the Reaper found. Now's our chance. Speaking, you shall receive. When the... Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. And then they totally succeed. Yep, they win. Right? You believe me. Today's opposite day. Today's opposite day. Oh, dear, I was so scared. I was foolish. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened if you had not arrived when you did. I say! Did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. He wasn't on the way. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. What a nice boss. And what do we have here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have an eye of an airman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that snowy armor of hers. Accursed scions. How did you slip into our defenses? With unexpected ease, if be told true. There chanced
to be commotion outside Castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves in the comforts of your vehicle. You told us just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. Huh. Funny reference. So, you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from our most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Saz Junes. I can't pronounce her name. Don't worry about it. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered the unarmed people and men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer the plague of Eorzea a day longer. Betake you with your guards. More intruders, protect the tribunus. Confound it. Yida with me. And she's trying to stop her. That worked too well, though. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are! Phantom, surround them! Yeah, everything under control is like falling like putty, so you can only imagine what that means for her. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. Horsey tries to do something heroic. No, Wedge, don't do it! Oh no. DM, hold him off. I look over Minfili and Tataru. This is where you fight together with Urianger and Papalimo for the first time. That's pretty sick. At least if you didn't start from Gridania. That's pretty nice, though. There's a lot going on here, so I'm just round firing bullet points. Here we go.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papalimo, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One. 2.
3.
4.
5? Possibly. But yeah, as you can see again, that suit just kind of came to life on its own, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, it kind of did before. So it's like, The only comment I gotta say is that I paid too much attention into that cutscene. And there's just one moment where the shading texture didn't look right on DM, and it just looked really weird. I was like, okay. I'm kind of losing it there at a point. Okay, next one. Oh, by the way, after this one, you also get a salute called Imperial Salute, but who would ever use that? That's dumb.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
He also takes his mask off.
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
So yeah, that was a fun time going through that, you know, for the first time. Yeah. Alhabrea's Thancred. That's fun. Next cutscene. Very fun stuff.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders stake their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque.
But the
item
battle
I
is far
requested.
from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but
victory.
We need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my friend.
So yeah, sometimes I also pause that because, you know, you kind of get context from hearing a little bit from Minfilia, so that's why I paused it. At least when I did this, I stopped to the pause. I was like, whoa, I have to listen to this. Minfilia's saying something about delivering something, so there we go. That's all.
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Okay, there we go. Time to voice some people. Okay.
Hey, let's take the Black Wolf and his new toy.
Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. To relay Salsfrin the order to sail. That is all. Maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames?
Ready, as we're like to be. I only give word to Role.
Has there been no word from Ishgard?
None. The dragons have got their tongues.
Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better.
What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury of his god. 'Tis bad comedy.
Yeah, she's not wrong. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation.
I believe we're all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less of the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council.
And Balthazar claims to wield the power to smite primals.
We should yield to him. He privileges to rid the realm of false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great of a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender in resistance. We must also answer as one. But if not one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do the right by all of our peoples. And then you go into this group of cutscenes. Right here.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Raubahn. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinord, Minfilia, and Seven Hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Ralban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Realm Reborn, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
They friggin' burn those peace treaties. Such a good symbol.
Consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
So yeah, that was like, in general, a really good summed up cutscene with like how it's just like everyone's ready. We're not going to be outdone by a freaking kid coming in here. It's like, you guys have to fight. Don't surrender. They're like, whoa. so Kanye just sort of steps up and then everyone else does. It's really great. Really great stuff in a cutscene. Like these last couple of cutscenes for A Realm Reborn are very powerful. You know, for the regular main story, not the post story. That's a different thing, but yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Hope everyone's enjoying.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this. Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
So yeah, that was just a lot of things just prepping us. Like, yeah, everyone's going as expected, you know. And this one was a real different projection. Wasn't as close to this one. Okay, there we go. All right then. So now we're going to go up a few levels. And we're going to go to 49, and this is going to be our last group of cutscenes for the day. So yeah. See how all that goes. I knew this would be just about as short as last one, but yeah. Okay. Let's get things in here. Now, I want to know, Tired Corn, are you still down to do a boss fight? Not now, but in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for hanging around.
Yeah.
Okay. More cutscenes, and I'll chime you back in when things are around. Thanks for miraculously being around somehow. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell
You're,
me.
you're just like a cryptid. You happen to be here. I'm like, damn.
I'm here when you least expect it.
You're not wrong. Okay. Let's get back into this and watch these cutscenes with the cryptid and the smoothie. All present, let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its inferences to memory. It is enough that each man stands his part and plays it to the best of their ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. Let's begin. Let's review the disruptions of our forces. To the west and east of the maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the mortal flames of Ul'dah, in the order of the twin adder of Gridania. Next, let's examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Osidens, situated in the eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Meridium, which lies to the southeast in the midst of the Rotano Sea. I can't pronounce any of these names. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridium to the north, and to the coastal outposts we have Cape Westward, which connects Castrum Meridium to the mainland, which by means of Magitech transporter. So yeah, one of those is in western Thanalan, and the other one we've seen, which is in northern Thanalan. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Orienes, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. Finally, in Mordana stands Castrum's Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see allied forces assault each other of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridium. As one might expect, the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridium, boasts all but impenetrable forces. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from the sister of its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would risk being caught twist hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 district phases, all told. The first sees us to eliminate the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Raitian as Arvinia. According to our intelligence, the Praeficus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westward for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. DM, we would have you lead this assault. Right. Don't scream. That's rude. Well, I guess that gives me a chance to change voices anyways. Raitian is a peerless field Raitian is a peerless field tactician. Shorn with his leadership, the Garson at Castrum Osinids will be a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridium's primary lines of supply. As soon as Raiden's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to the Castrum Osidins. At that very hour, the Lominzan Armada, helmed by Midril herself, shall move to blockade the Castrum Meridium. Or, no, it's Marnum. Whoops. Gosh, they're very, very vocal today. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround the Castrum Orleans. They will scream. And they'll have the Sifs to help them. Fixio's been waiting for this chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall send us to neutralize Castrum Meridium's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards. Another elite adventurer shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission: to disable the Magitech field generator, which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the Ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Diem, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects the Sentry and the Meridium, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordana. A wise precaution. The monster's locomotive, which runs back and forth between the two castra, is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. And then they scream. It is well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridian's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. We will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Diem's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, which will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. And by this feat, the operation shall be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from parties of Lominza to the Montress of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will evolve in no fewer than 12 major factions. Like the 12s one. The legend holds that the Archons were 12 and 1 and 12. It's for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in, As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies, Yidia Papalimo, Yishtola. Pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions.
Uyanje, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the fanciers that they have made sound investments. When that is done, pray return here and aid the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Minfilia, Sid, and I accompany the main host in the adversary capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession, and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alpha Node mentioned, you are here to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of the operations Archon's main objectives filled. You can tell I'm losing steam. Yours is an important role of all, and like to be most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation.
Don't worry, I got a good party. A duo, you may say. Okay. Pray let me take a sip.
The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Pray report to the Mortal Flames encampment, situated in the north of here, when you are ready to be briefed on your mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. You may walk in the light of the crystal.
And with that, we go to cutscene 2. Electric Boogaloo. So this is where we start having everything force stationed. So yeah, this is where it was on the map. So this is the northern part of Western Thanalan, where there's a bunch of frogs. You guys gotta remember, wherever there's those big toads, apparently they're where the Imperials are. Not really, but it's just in the two places that they have toads. That's where they happen to be. I don't know, I just find that funny. It's like they're selling toad oil instead of snake oil. I don't know how that would work. I'm not saying frogs are evil. Frogs are good. Let that be known. Or well, frogs and toads. But yeah, anyways. So you're D.M. Amaryllis, the fearless adventurer who's to lead the assault. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom's friends report that Ryton, as let's call him RSA, report that the RSA departed Castrum Osidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was abound one of the vessels I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Commander, to all units, requesting status report. This is Antlion 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antlion 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antlion 3 here. We've got nothing for you neither. Is Antlion 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait. Disregard the previous message. Target sighted. I say, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position.
Attention, all units. This is Lieutenant Albert Cotter. The first step of the operation of the Archon begins with us. Should we falter, all hope of victory will be lost. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in you all. So, believe in yourselves, and together we shall blaze a path forward for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give your people a chance to breach their defenses. Now, DM, bring us Raitin's head. May Ralgar grant you strength. Ralgar's reach. Commence diversion maneuvers. So this is where we're going to do the boss fight right after this cutscene, I think. If I remember correctly. Yup. Actually, I think this is the intro cutscene. We're gonna skip this. Are you ready, my starch friend? My tired starch friend?
I will be in just a moment. I must finish the teleportation.
Oh, valid. Okay then.
Yes. And then I shall be.
Good.
I have teleportation. I am now ready to slap the man.
You are? Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Let me queue us up for that trial. So you said you're ready, right? Sorry, I was texting someone. Okay, I got it checked and ready whenever you are. Oh, you are ready? Oh, okay, my bad.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear it. Here we go then. So, here's the boy that we're going to be hurting. It's that one guy's name I can never pronounce, RSA, which sounds like a government division, honestly. But yeah. This guy's an interesting boss fight because this is the first one you start with where you have to have 8 people. However, I think it's just to introduce the idea, and you'll see why. It would appear we have unexpected guests. So yeah, this is our first boss that's just someone who's not a primal. It's just one of the Imperial leaders, so yeah. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course the woman who felled the mighty Titan. Is this the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to underestimate the garrison at Osidins. A bold strategy to be sure. But have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for her. Send word to the Castrum Osidins. Tell them the Limsa Lominzans are coming. At once, my lord. 15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Balthasar first set foot in Eorzea. Yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels adventure? The desire to deliver people from their suffering? The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we've never known, and he only desires the self-same people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea will be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you to look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Balthasar saw fit to raise me a stallion of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. It rhymes. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not to bear my steel needlessly. But if you are deaf to reason, in the name of Lord Val Balthasar, I am writing as RSA to swear to strike you down. And here we go with the fight. Here we go. Here's all the hype. We're fucking starting this off. And we're gonna start this off real slow. When he gets his health. There we go. Here's the boy. Do it. Kill him.
Slap him?
Yeah, now. Do it. Kill him.
Okay.
Kill him. Use your strongest ability. I forgot that he's actually slightly tanky. But this guy's an absolute joke. There's no reason to show this boss off. He's a glorified enemy.
He really is, but I was waiting a second because I was like, oh, I didn't know if you wanted to show the enemies running in.
He has people running in, but like, it's pretty much by the time you kill him, since you have 8 people, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is the one that I had to do as a joke where I was just like, we immediately have to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm not sure if you saw the message, but I'm surprised you were waiting for a second.
I was waiting for a second because I was like, okay, and I ran up.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, pretty much, this man says like a few things about the Imperials, but it's not too important because by the time you can read this in real time, you're gonna be in here for just like maybe slightly longer than we actually did it. I'm not even joking. Like maybe a minute. It's not that long.
We run in, slap him upside the head, and then we move on with our day.
Yeah. I will tell more jokes about him in a little bit, but let's finish off the serious cutscene. Forgive me. I failed you. Lord Van Balthasar! And there goes their wave travel, completely destroyed. But yeah, no, the funny thing is that doing this one, I think it's really funny, in my opinion. Not
Not because he's gone, but like more so because of the fact that when you do this, you're going to be here for a couple of minutes, and if you don't get any preface beforehand, it's like, okay, he's done. But it was really weird that there was 8 people queued for this. He's like, ow. He's weaker than one of the mini bosses in like a dungeon. It's really sad, but it does make it kind of funny. But yeah, this is one of the ones where you get it, if you get it in like duty roulette, you're like, or well, if you do it in trial roulette, you're like, oh, okay, all right then, I guess this is the thing. But yeah, very funny, would laugh every time. But yeah, let's see here. We saw the cutscene afterwards, so I think all we have is 6 actually. Oh no, I messed up the joke. Damn it. Okay, you know what? I'll just tell you the joke I had planned that I completely forgot about apparently. So, the funny thing is that I was going to do this, do these cutscenes, but up to this point, I was actually just going to say, here's the boss. We're not doing him. So I was going to skip over him, but I didn't do it. On account of the fact that I just wanted to kill him really fast and confuse everyone. But I initially was gonna skip him to spare and be like, no, he doesn't deserve that. But he does. So we did it. But yeah, I was legitimately going to spare him because I was like, oh, okay. I mean, there's no point. He's just a funny boss. But plot relevant? Yes. Does it need to be there? Yes. But he is just a really fast one to do. Okay. I think we have one last cutscene, if I remember correctly. Oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah, actually, yes. So it's after 2, after 3. And we just saw 4, and then we're going to see 5. That light. The Magitech transporter. DM, are you there? What news of Rautlin? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages an end of the Empire's tyranny. Rautlin RSA is no more. Next phase, Operation Archon, commence! Hurrah! We've toppled down the RSA! The ribosystematic acid, that's what it means. Definitely. 'Tis I. Seems you've done it again, DM. I'd raise a tanker to you, but I'm afraid we've got no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castra Meridium and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. The rest of the prenaturally gift. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way to the Mortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue your orders. I'll be waiting for you at the main host. La Brea. Look, Hydaelyn, your minions come. Bring the light. Alas, the gate of the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all.
and you shall bow down before one true God.
Last cutscene of the day. Oh, I didn't know they color coded the text too when it's in the event tracker. I didn't know that.
The Praetifus slain.
Regrettably so, my lord. At the end of the Icon Slayer, at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed.
Right then. Where are his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as the commander yielded up his last breath, if it should prove they questioned his right.
I cannot speak for them, my lord.
Beg pardons.
Beg pardons, my lord, but there's more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to the Castrum Ocidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade the Castrum Marnum.
So this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance.
Yes, my lord. And this is where we're going to end today. It's just, you know, a lot going on with all that, you know, I feel. Let me just write this all down, because I think this took a total of, like, around 43 minutes. Okay. But yes. Today's been a lot, and we are going to be ready for Friday. Friday, we're just going to be doing the final part. So that is going to be the final thing for, like, the first story pack of 14. I can't believe we're here this early, but we're here. Even with all, like, the days that I had to, like, skip out on. You know, we're here now. That's nice. But tomorrow's all going to be, or tomorrow, not tomorrow, no. Friday is going to be the end of all this. So, yeah. We'll see where we go onwards from that, but we're going to do the rest of a Realm Reborn's Echoed Cinema part for this. We'll see where we go from after that. So, yeah. With that, let me go to the end screen, because I feel pretty good with everything we did today. We established and set up a lot for next time. And what's more spooky for Halloween than giving a big cliffhanger? And not doing the 2 final places yet. Yeah, that's spooky as heck. Okay. But tomorrow we're gonna start off with the cutscene and, you know, everything else. I say the cutscene, but like the opening, we're gonna see all of it tomorrow. Because I can. Okay. So, let's go and just do this. Okay. There we go. Okay. So thank you everyone so much for coming along and everything. Do you have any final words, Corin? If you can type it out or anything, if you're feeling too sick.
Everybody make sure you drink water.
Yes, hydrate. Hydrate's good.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for just jumping onto this journey and immediately being like, hey, we could do the funny things, Garuda.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I agree. It was a lot of fun. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have something different, and it might not be the longest thing ever. But I'm planning to do something spooky for Halloween. I didn't have anything planned, but I decided to allocate time for it, and everything sort of just happened to work, so yeah. With all of that, I hope everyone who stayed here enjoyed watching the story and everything, and have wonderful days, you know? Because this is a lot of work, so I'm really glad that anyone in general just comes to see this. So, I hugely appreciate it. The last thing I was going to check is, I don't know if I'll be along for super long today, but I was giving myself more of a proper weekend this weekend, and I was able to, do more stuff, which is nice. But, yeah, you know, as per usual, I think I'm going to rest. Please check out any of the people in my recommended or anything, or, you know, thank mods like Tired Corn and Silver and Moonlight when they get a chance to be here. I'm glad I have them here to sort of cover for stuff and be here. So thank you to them for just sort of like, you know, dedicating any time to come here, because I really appreciate it. They deserve all the thanks in the world. But yeah, I hope all of you have a good day. Hydrate, or Corn's going to give you a water bottle without a label and you don't know what brand of water you're going to be drinking, and it's going to be hell. So make sure you hydrate, or else he'll make you get a bottle of water. So thank you all for hanging out today, and I will see you another day, possibly tomorrow. All right. And nice seeing you, everyone. Hope you all have a good one. See ya.